How did your journey towards Islam begin?
Oh, yes. So I become a free thinker. 18 years old, up until the age of 22, 4 years, full 4 years. I enjoy my life to the fullest, the way I am as a non-Muslim. How do I enjoy? Well, you might be shocked. Every week, I will go to the club, I will go to the pub 3 times minimum. The reason why I go is because to feel the emptiness in my heart, because I don't get the fulfillment out there. But the more I go, it fill up for the particular day, but tomorrow it become empty again. Now, every single time I go, it fill up this much. But without me knowingly, the glass has become bigger, meaning the emptiness has become bigger and bigger. But the amount of water that it can fill up is still the same amount. So I become more emptier. So just trying to be good person up until the point when I was 22 years old. I suffered from an injury and then I migrated to West Malaysia. I'm alone and my life is very lonely over there. And that is where given me the opportunity to think about my life. I started to question myself. I was like, what is my life is all about? What should I achieve and what should I do? Is my life is all about working, sleeping, eating, enjoying, get married, have kids, grow old, and die? Then what makes me different from the monkey in the jungle? They are no different. So I have questions, but I dare not to make up conclusion. So I asked my friend, who is a Muslim, I asked, bro, me as a Chinese last time, we have God statue in front. We worship that. So for you as a Muslim, what do you worship? And he just replied, well, we worship God. And I was looking left and right. Where's your God? I could not see your God. And then he said, no, God exists, but you can never see him. I said, what do you mean? Seeing is believing. If I cannot see something, why should I believe in something? Then he gave me an analogy. And he said, put it this way. Do you feel the wind? I said, yeah, I feel it. Can you see the wind? I said, come on, bro. Look at the tree. Look at the branch. Look at, the leaf. It's moving. That's the wind. What other evidence do you need? And then he said, nope. Those things that you see moving is not the wind itself. It's the effect of the wind. And then he continued. And he said, now, just imagine. That is the wind that God created. Yet you cannot see the wind, but you can see the effect of the wind and you can feel the blowing of the wind. Then what makes you think you can see the God that created the wind? You feel his existence. You feel his existence and you can see the effect in terms of the creations in this world. But in my heart, I was like, this God sounds logical. The best explanation so far that, okay, yeah. And during that time, I make up my mind. This is the God that I think. During that time, I'm still using the word I think. I think is the right God. Because most of the religion that I know during that time have a concept of God where God is in the form of a human or animals. I say, I cannot worship. I cannot worship human. I will never worship a human. I will never worship an animal or monkey or whatsoever you call them. So I say, I can't. So since I already can't, and these explanations have already fulfilled the criteria that I have in my mind, a logical criteria, unless you can prove to me that my criteria of God is illogical, then I could change. But until then, no. So I became Muslim when I haven't read the Quran. I didn't know Prophet SAW.